Pillars, and this Stay Free show, man. 2003, I was sentenced to 144 stories. So when I say I'm glad, I really do mean that. If you want your perspective, what it means to, you can check that out. How to point it pathway to freedom. Link in bio, man. Um, Today I really wanted to just kind of talk about a clip that people have been tagging me. That's going viral right now. A clip that is way making its way around the internet and is extremely hurt. Tragedy. Um, the clip that I'm speaking about is one with the individual monster posing as the UPS worker. Um, People tagged me, I think, for some genuine reasons on it. I think people really wanted to know my opinion, but I think there were some people that tagged me on it because they're like, yo, this is the prison guy. This is the guy that's running around saying guys deserve second chances, blah, 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 blah. And what I'll say to that is, I still believe that the majority of individuals that are locked up deserve second chance. But I'm well aware that monsters exist. I'm well aware that monsters exist. And I knew that before somebody tagged me on the clip. And I'm not even going to discuss the clip. But what I'll say is, while I was on the inside, there were individuals, some that you knew they wanted their talk about their freedom, would do. They had family support, etc., etc. Like they had things that they looked forward in, they wanted to aspire to. But then there was always a percentage of individuals that you could just tell, and they would sometimes tell you or say out loud, "Oh, when I go home, or if I go home, I'm going back to do the same thing." And being on a level 4 prison woke me up because there's levels to this thing, right? Like even with me getting locked up on this charge, never heard me ever say out loud on any of my posts, yo, I came hard through never said that, right? So when I got in trouble and I got put in the system, you know what I'm saying? I learned really quick that there was levels to this. Like I was playing around out there. I was playing no business out there in the streets. That's me. Right? And the reason I learned that is because when I went to prison, I didn't get to go to a level 1 at first or level 2. I went from receiving to a level 4. From receiving to Sussex 2. And there were individuals up there like Big Shirley and who they said had multiple, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And let me tell you something. Just one of many. You would hear some of the things that these guys were locked up for, the cases, talk would come around, or sometimes they would just be talking about it. Prison's an abnormal place like that. And you would learn really fast that you probably didn't belong here. I know for a fact there were countless individuals like me. We was on level 4s and knew really quick this is not our league. We had individuals up Sunday ready to just whatever. Never been that way. So when somebody tagged me on this post, you know what I'm saying? Where these 3 monsters posed as UPS workers, and they went inside somebody's home and they did some bad things. I wish that I would be surprised, but I would hear the stories, man. People would talk about, different crimes, and you start to understand that certain people lack compassion. You start to understand that some people are missing something. They're not able to be empathetic or sympathetic. There's something numb to the point inside of them where they can just go all the way, down a path that many won't. But this is why you've never heard me say that prisons should be shut down. Never. No, prisons need to exist. Justice system needs to be better, right? But prisons, and in this case right here, these three individuals is a prime example of why prisons need to exist. I don't know what the extent, what's the most severe penalty that they can get in the state that they go to. Upon me doing some research, but I'll tell you this: um, monsters exist, man. You go into some dark rooms and you take a seat, and start to realize, man. And in prison, it's foul because trust me, so many times you hear me, I'm talking about, yo, guys deserve second chances. But there is that element where it's just really dark in there because some of them guys in there, man, you understand what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. I do heartedly, even after seeing that video that was behind bars that deserve a second chance. But there are some people that need to go under. Man, bad stuff, man. I'm a new dad. I'm a new dad. That video, you know what I'm saying? That video hit deep. That's the thing that nightmares are made of right there. Because you're supposed to feel safe in your right. Supposed to feel, right. The mother. Last thing. What else is a very difficult? Very difficult. Man, we gotta switch it up though. Switch it up. It is the day after Christmas. Cause I don't. Yeah, but this day after Christmas. I want to say, continue to say, man, to any of y'all that got loved ones in prison, anybody, you know what I'm saying, anybody that's coming. Good now. Uh-oh. So the mic still cutting out? Let me know. Talk to me. Trying to get it right. Let me know if the mic's good right now. Mic check, check, check. All right, we're gonna see what's going on with this right now, y'all. I appreciate y'all bearing with me, man. Okay, we good. We good. I was at Greensville. Space Ghost, what's good? If y'all got questions, put them in the chat. I was at Greensville for about 3 years, from 11 to 14. I was on S3 side working in staff dining. What a time, man! I tell you, trying to get it right, man. Oh, somebody said I'm cutting out again. Uh-oh, we're gonna have to work on this, y'all. Give me a thumbs up if I'm good. Let me know if I'm good, if I'm cutting out. Somebody said not the hood. S3 was the hood, yo. I have not been to Red Onion. Red Onion's going through some Red Onion, River North, Wallens Ridge. If you've ever been out there, appreciate that, y'all. If you ever did time in VA, you know it's different depending upon the time where the part of the mountains are different. I never made it to the mountains. My brother's been out there. We're gonna have to see what's up with this, man. Hopefully we in here, bro. We're gonna keep adjusting, trying to figure it out. Hopefully. Yeah. River North. Hopefully the mic's good, y'all. That's why I'm over here looking at this thing trying to adjust it. Yeah, River North. There's a whole lot of stuff going on though. It's weird because the Virginia system. Let me tell you something about the VA system, which is weird to me. In one they got the new Virginia model in some places, right? Some spots, and it's like they don't need a hole. There's nothing going on, none of that. And then there's some of the prisons where it's jumping off, like it's going crazy. So I don't know, man. Prison is one of those things. It's like water. You never know how. It's not even footing. It's always gonna change. It's fluid. All that. If y'all got questions, please put them in the chat. Appreciate that. Hopefully the mic's back good, man. We're over here trying to adjust this over here. I think we're good now. Somebody said I got them researching, and please believe somebody sent me. I use Keefe as a topic, or what's a point of conversation, right? Because I know the majority of us know what it is, and don't get it twisted. Drink plenty of coffee on the inside, plenty. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those things because I built a story around it. I don't know how many of y'all watching the OG Chronicles, all that good stuff, man. But yo, Carlos's dad is back. That started over 2 bags of Keefe, which I've seen some things in the system start over 2 bags of Keefe. Danny said, keep spreading your message, bro. You might be the one person who changes someone's direction in life. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Alf, appreciate that, man. Nova Scotia. Man, shout out to Nova Scotia, man. I'm really appreciative of all the people from all over the globe, man. Like, yo, I'm in Ireland. What's good? I'm like, yo, that's fire. I appreciate it. Because I don't know if you understand, I was in solitary confinement for over 3 years, in confinement for close to 17. At one point, it was just me and my mom, if that. I didn't get no visits for 7 years. You know, so it trips me out now where, you know, I'm able to connect with people through the internet and spread, you know, positivity. And then I'm in the airport or I'm at the grocery store and people are like, yo, OG, da-da-da. First couple times it used to freak me out. Now I'm getting used to it for sure. But it's all a blessing, man. And that's the power of the internet. When you got a message and you or a dream or brand, something, yo, please dedicate some time in 2026 to work on it, man, until it comes true. I promise you, man. And always let it be your purpose is my approach. Like, if it's your purpose, you won't get tired of doing it. Like, you'll appreciate doing it on whatever level you get to do it on. Taz said, I really enjoy your content. Never done time, but there's something about the OG character. I'm glad you never did time, man. I really am. D. Landry, I appreciate that, man. I got to put in the work, man. I take it really seriously, man. It's a privilege and an honor. When people are like, especially like the youngins, man, they like, yo, I got out the game. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, I got to keep going. I wake up, I'm tired. I got to keep going. I got to put something out there. There's people that they changing their lives. And it's not because of me. You know, thank God it's for me. I'm not telling anybody what to believe. I give God all the credit. But I'm grateful to be able to do the work part, man. Faith without works is dead. So I'm grateful, man. I get up every morning. When I was in prison, I used to try to motivate guys. Like, same stuff. Not all the time, but towards the end of my bid, you know what I'm saying? When my mindset shifted, I used to always want to keep the morale high around the brothers. I was given the opportunity to be a senior elder, which was like the lead mentor over the reentry program in there. So, you know. Somebody said, where in VA do I stay at? I do not stay in VA. I got out of VA the day after I came home, man. I ain't gonna lie. I could not stay in VA. I was in Northern Virginia, though. Danny said, Mom always told me you get locked up, don't call me. You got to take it on the chin. You made the choice. Hey, I know some parents that's their approach. I get it. Taz said, was there OG during your time, one that helped you? Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. There was a few OGs, man. You know, probably not as many as I would have liked, but I think that's kind of a reflection, if I'm going to be all the way transparent, in the world. But there was definitely 1 or 2 OGs that definitely, like, educated me or gave me some type of information or something, that guidance in the moment that I used to try to build with the old heads a lot of times in prison, too, because they were less likely to get in trouble. They knew how to do time, so less drama. But shout out to all the OGs, man. I know a few that are never coming home, and they spend their life pouring in it, ready to go. The brothers, they know they're gonna give a second chance, so it's kind of like they get to live through their lessons, their jewels, etc. Man, it's deep, man. But you got some real OGs. You gotta think, just because a person's in prison doesn't mean they're a bad person. Like, you got individuals, they're really good people, right? But for 30 seconds, they really messed up this. Emotions got the best of them, struggling with something. But if you look at the whole rest of their life outside that one incident, people. Saying so, when that moment passes, they're still stuck in prison for eons, their life, etc. that doesn't keep them from being good people. Some people, prison corrupts them, changes them for the worse, etc. Some no. Yep, there's people that just got caught up, wrong place, wrong time. That part too. I actually did, Edgar. I did a joint about the transfer process and going up to Powhatan where we was at the VA, the bullpen, all that. Just a few days ago, as a matter of fact. Space Ghost said, "What was your turning point when you were like, or during your time, like what changed your mental?" I was on Greensville. I was on Greensville, man. I was I was in a relationship with a then kitchen supervisor, and she ended up walking off there before it got crazy or whatever. And I'm not proud of that moment. I really did genuinely care about her at the time, but it was a messed up situation because like a big part of my support, right? And that's something I had to look up to because there's a part I was doing 17 years, 16 years, 11 months before I went home. There's a part in the middle of the sentence where it's kind of just gets desperate, lonely, just seems like forever. It almost seems like the middle of the bid is the longest part of the bid, at least it was for me. And then on top of that, around there, I lost my grandmother, my father, my little brother. Like there were some things happening. So I remember I was just tired of not being able to be in people's lives the way they may have wanted to be in mine. And there was other complex thoughts, but overall, the other part of it, I was getting older in prison. So I think 2014, 13, I do the math. I was like 32, 31, something like that. I was in my 30s, like, and I realized all my 20s were gone. Like I missed all my 20s, and it's crazy, man. It's a crazy situation, man. And here's shit. When the brothers, when I talk to the brothers, and they like, yo, I never had a breaking point. I'm not saying they're gonna go back. Hope they don't go back. I'm not saying the mentality is there, but I'm like, because usually not until you reach that breaking point or you got a certain level of dissatisfaction or whatever, that's only about the time that you stop going back or you stop getting in trouble or you change your life. You know what I'm saying? Usually. Some people just make the decision. Cool. Shout out to everybody that's never been to prison, man. Not a thing that we glorify. We just talking about it because it's an impact or it's an experience that impacts many, whether you've been or not. Definitely drinking water. What bottled water do y'all? I drink Deer water. My brother told me, I said, I drink Deer Park. My brother told me Deer Park is the equivalent of drinking water out of a creek. But I like it. Anyways, Danny, keep going, man. I didn't find myself like my purpose until maybe I found my purpose on the inside in prison around 32, 33 when I got transferred to St. Bride's. I got an opportunity to be a mentor, but I didn't really find out who I was gonna be in life till like I was 40. Give yourself grace, man. Just keep experience working. The best thing to do when you don't know what you're supposed to do is just work on you. Like self-help books, workout, work on your mind, man. You know, get support around you. Just create the best you and see opportunities way. Learn another language, whatever, man. Educate yourself, but that there's something about an organic attraction ever comes at you when you're working on you because you know what else to do. You know what I'm saying? And people benefit off it too. Yeah, Edgar. Different. Listen, man. Art of War is a great book. I love the art. I love Mastery. Robert Greene. What else? 33 Strategies. All that. Danny said he deleted all social media because found himself constantly comparing himself. That's smart though. That's smart. At one point, I had got off. I had got off, and then I got on, and then I haven't been off since. But I treat social media as a producer, not a consumer. What I mean by that is I get up every day and I try to put a message to the world, right? That's it. And then I try to learn. So I do consume education that way. But I try to help people platform. I'm not really up here just to entertain. I don't get me wrong now. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Everybody's laying down. I don't want to turn the TV on. I'll do some scrolling, check some things out, but I definitely don't make it a habit. I'm trying to learn. Okay? Um, I definitely understand like the pressures that come with social media. Definitely. That's what's up, man. It's did 249 years. Man, that is amazing. I'm glad you made it out, bro. Honestly. I had 144 minute but 19. This guy did two, which is freaking amazing. Nonetheless, y'all, I wanted to get up here, give my 2 cents on that tragedy that occurred. Everybody be safe, man. You know what I'm saying? Be safe, be on point, and keep supporting each other. Be kind of going into 2026, man. 2026 is days away. Be safe. New Year's Eve is coming. I'll hop up here tomorrow. Thank y'all for being at audio technical difficulty. Team was holding me down, so I appreciate that. But I'm about to go spend time with my son, man. I'm a first time dad at 42. To go pick up my baby boy, watch some TV, you know what I'm saying, until it's time to lay it down for good. And then get back up in the morning at 3 a.m. and put in that work all over again, man. Start early, man. I'm telling y'all.